Hey, folks, this is Paranormal Albany. It is not a Disney reproduction, despite what some people were trying to get started in pre-go live chat, pre-go live talking. Yeah, and now she's humming it in my ear now. Okay.
Yep. There was
On
a
here.
whole series of.
Here, I thought you were referring to me.
No, I was not referring to you. I was referring to the woman whose name ends in A. Although technically yours does too. The woman with the multi-syllable first name that ends in A.
Technically, Ava is multisyllabic because it's got two syllables.
Two, yeah.
Each A is a syllable. Ava.
If you ever
This is a
struggle
great
with
way to
that,
start off the adventure. Already arguing with the GM.
At the risk of getting eaten alive.
I
I'm
learned in elementary
We're just
school
going to be tortured from here on out.
when you struggle with any kind of syllables, if you clap when you say it, you can count as you go.
in that case. Time
Tom.
for Tom to take over.
Okay. All right.
Look,
So
not as funny as I thought it would.
all right. So it's been a couple weeks since we've been here. We've been Realm Alternatives has been at cons basically since the middle of September until
Just now?
well, about 24 hours ago. So that said, we are back and we are going to continue the storyline. Ava, I believe you've got good notes, so why don't you
I've got
tell us
decent
where
notes.
we were at? Well, they're better than what my overcaffeinated, overstressed, slightly hallucinogenic mind right now can recall. So.
Well, if we go back a little ways to like July in real world time, Tuesday started, August something. I have it written down somewhere. And it's still Tuesday, the 12th of August. Most recently, we dealt with the weird creatures in the forest out by the college. And then we got back. Weird gremlin children ran off with Adrian's tires. She did not notice that at all. Hugo and Scarlet managed to actually get them back.
And put them on for you.
To have a talk with Sydney, intervention style, about the fact that he might not be entirely human given to recent reactions with iron. And
weird still to me.
And Adrian's reading earlier that day, I think it was.
Right.
It's been a long Tuesday.
It has. Been a very eventful Tuesday.
Adrian mammed a young fairy girl who took great umbrage to that fact and tried to steal Hugo's wallet, Adrian's doctor, and apparently she hangs around because she heard that Sydney hangs out here. And we were just getting started on that conversation about who the hell's talking about Sydney? Why does it matter?
Yeah.
That's where my notes end. So I'm pretty sure that's where we left off.
Yep, that sounds about right. Because I think the last exclamation was you guys talk about me, and that's when I took us to thing. So she turns to Sydney and goes, I mean, we talk about new people who join the, I don't know what we are. It's somebody who joined the group.
What group? I'm so lost. Can anybody else translate this for me?
She might be referring to the magical community as a whole.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Or I think more likely, Sydney, she's referring to what we were discussing about you before she showed up.
Not though. Come on, man. The crystal, the crystal tweakers, the card readers, the charlatans. No, we're talking about the people who've got a real connection to things.
Oh, hang on a second. Sorry.
I beg your pardon.
Never mind.
What?
Okay, we're good. I was gonna like, wait a minute. Hugo doesn't have to prepare for an oncoming onslaught. No, never mind. Ava took care of that.
Adrian's had a rough past, okay? She's not as passive as she seems.
Wait. Who's doing what with crystals?
I've used them on
Rumble-
occasion, but not.
They say that it grants them power. I mean, all charlatan stuff. No. We got. It's in our blood. We have the real power.
As
Talking
is
about blood,
mine.
We've got to put up with crappy parents, but that's part of the trade-off.
Honey,
So which side was yours?
you do not have the monopoly on crappy parents.
She's honestly really ignoring the rest of you and really like laser focusing on Sydney in a way that's almost just a little creepy.
I forget. Are we in the front or the back of the shop at the moment?
I think you're in the
Front,
front
I
of the
believe.
shop. Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay, what? I'm still not getting what's going on here.
Which one of your parents?
What was one of my parents?
Would Adrian would probably know the term changeling, right?
I think we
It's
told
a pretty common
we told him
myth.
we told
Right.
him it was a
I
changeling
don't
last
think
thing.
we used the word changeling though.
I mean, I didn't know
But we
Oh.
were kind of
very well.
dancing around it.
That is true.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything, though. I mean, a lot of people have absent fathers.
If only.
If
You are, I believe, possibly
F.A.
a changeling.
Which one is it, half fae or changeling?
Both, they are the same.
Oh, okay.
Well, not really. I mean, you're
They are used interchangeably.
well by norms maybe, but no, we prefer changeling because we have the ability to change, to accept, to take, to choose the aspect we're going to follow. And I love what you're doing with your change.
I'm changing?
Well, I mean, you killed him.
Who did he kill?
You know, you have one bad day and you'd make an accident and everybody keeps going on about it. Why is it such a big
Most
somebody's life?
bad days do not end in death,
He
never killed
accidental
anyone.
or
I
otherwise.
just, I fought back. That was it.
Who did you kill?
What did you kill?
Right.
Apparently it was a troll of some kind.
You killed a troll all by yourself.
Yes. I just punched him a couple times.
You just punched him a couple times.
Is that so surprising for someone who might be half fae? We do not know what type of fae.
I mean, he to be fair, he attacked me. He was like twice my size. I didn't think my hits were really going to do much to him.
Yeah, we know
But
what a
they
troll
did.
looks like.
So
Why weren't you freaked out? Have you seen a troll before?
he looked like a person. He didn't look like a troll to me at the time. It wasn't until afterwards that I, tried to look at him in a different light and saw that he was a little, off. He just looked like a big guy to me, but he was still twice my size, easily.
I believe.
But I
you.
mean, it's still a horrible thing to happen. I get that, but why is it such? Why does it have to do anything with this whole magical fae whatever business that's going on?
So I don't know all the lore. Like Fae is something I've not studied a lot of because, well, I haven't had to deal with them. But the rumblings and rumors are a child born of a pairing between a fae and a human has the ability to choose at some point whether they want to be fae or human. And until they make said choice, they have the benefits and weaknesses of a human and the benefit and weaknesses of their fae parent. Now, what that means varies depending upon the respective fae and obviously the respective human. The easy one is the one we did earlier, where you have an issue with a certain metallic substance.
Okay, so steel is bad, or is it iron that's bad?
Iron.
Iron.
I know steel is derivative of, but okay.
It's the same thing. It's easy enough to avoid. You wear gloves. You you don't touch it. You stay away from knives. But I mean,
Okay.
Stay away
anybody
from
stays away from
steel knives.
What if where you live is mainly made of steel?
Don't touch it bare skinned.
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem.
You live in a steel building?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a hangar.
You're badass. I mean, that is
Adrian openly and obviously rolls her eyes at this child.
Hugo is
some kind of
Hugo's
that'd be some kind of like control. You guys can talk whatever. She's just going to keep talking.
Yeah, Hugo is snickering a little bit and internally kind of just schadenfreude going, yes, Sydney gets to understand what it's like to be famous in a group that he didn't intend to be famous for. Yes!
Scarlett's gonna raise her hand and be like, anyone else notice that this woman is looking at Sydney like she's hungry? Anyone else notice that?
Is that what that expression means?
I do not.
Wow.
No, that is
I've
not.
never gotten this expression in my
That is not what
before.
that expression is.
Well, except for when you've been, a little past.
Adrian is
Point
back
in
to
order.
shuffling her cards.
What is
Yeah,
what
you know
is
what I mean.
what's the NPC's name again? I've forgotten.
Chrissy.
Chrissy. So I'll just look at Chrissy. It's like, Chrissy, just out of curiosity, how many more are there like you in the area besides the two of you here? Rough numbers is fine. I don't need exacts.
I don't even think you need rough numbers.
Enough to consider themselves a group distinct from the rest of the community as a whole.
Scarlett's chuckling at the old man comment.
Likely.
Hugo didn't even hear it, so just he let it slide.
I'm assuming whatever number it is, it's bigger than a bread box. But no one.
What are the emotions that Chrissy is feeling?
Honestly,
I should get up the Roll20 table.
yeah, you probably should give
if
me
I'm gonna offer to make a roll.
Yeah, you probably should give me a roll on that. Let me set the difficulty.
What am I?
Did Chrissy answer how many people in the area?
She did not.
Nope.
No, she it was kind of a blatant not answer.
It was a long pause and an I don't think you need to know that.
Scarlett's getting
Annoying
annoyed.
little children.
Okay, so is the whole faith like a medical thing? Can I just go with the doctor here and figure out which one it is? Or
do you recall the reading that I did for you this morning?
I do.
Out of character, the third card was the devil, which which she read as needing to free yourself from negative patterns by understanding your shadow self.
Yes, that I remember.
Which is the assumed to be the Fey half.
AKA free your mind, and the rest will follow.
So take the blue pill. That's what we're.
Not quite
or the red
metaphor
pill? I forget which pill it's supposed to be.
You simply must choose I believe, in this case.
And there's not a form to fill out.
Also, I'm
doesn't work
making
like that.
a social influence
Okay.
and empath, right?
I mean,
I don't even have my
kinda
character sheet open.
hard to choose when you don't even know what your choices are. I mean, I guess I know what one of them is, but
2d10 plus a d8.
I mean, how are there only like a couple Fey creatures, or like what are we going with here?
Wow, I barely beat your 9 with a 10.
Hey, a win is a win is a win is a win.
Right.
Also, am I still being... Is there still a grabby thing going on? I think I let her... I would have...
What's happening?
Yeah, you're right. You did let her go.
Okay.
So I will take that off.
Yeah, so long as she stopped trying to, like, run with the wallet, Adrian would have been like, no, you're staying here,
All right.
and yeah. There was a bit of a grapple between the two girls.
I'm still leaving know-it-all though on because you corrected me.
Wait, no, what? Well, okay, technically my injury was a D8, and I had a D8, she's still hoarse, isn't she?
No, I took that off. You had enough
Oh.
chance to.
I'm gonna say, it's still the same day, Tom! Alright. Sorry, I keep a update on my notebook for when I'm having issues with Google. Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
so you did beat my roll.
Yes.
Um,
She's kind of curious what the emotions are, more specifically towards Sydney, rather than the lie that or
a little
avoidance
bit-
of a question.
Yeah, a little bit in awe. A little bit. There's a little bit of attraction there.
It's exactly what I thought then.
Sydney is oblivious.
It's a
to that part
girlish
of it.
crush. That's what it is.
It kind of is. She sees
It's a-
somebody in her group who's like got the juice and can do something that she never could.
Crazy. That-
And literally and she feels like a teenager.
Yeah.
She feels like a teenage girl. So
Didn't she say she was like 17 or something?
yes.
She's
Oh,
like, and
That's what
that's
she
why
feels.
manning really got under her skin.
and
didn't
there's
know.
also
Sydney's got 11 years on this one, then based on that.
yeah. But
I was gonna say, Adrian's only a couple years older than she is.
yeah, but there's a difference. This girl
yeah.
Yeah. This girl didn't grow up in Adrian's. She grew up in a privileged thing. If you look at her, the clothes she's got on, they're all
Designer?
nice. They're not designer, but they're all nice. I mean, definitely.
They're not
Scarlet
Walmart
would wear.
brands. They're not Walmart brands.
Yeah, they're not Walmart brands. They're not, go down to New York City and hit designer shop brands.
That's more
But-
Scarlet.
They're Fakeleys. They're fake Oakleys, not actual Oakleys.
Oakley's?
Oakleys, Fakeleys, one of the two.
Stop it.
Oakley's, I gotcha. Okay.
She's annoyed at the rest of you.
Okay, so wait.
But that's what Adrian
Okay.
picks up.
Chrissy has wings. I don't, so I'm not the type of fae she is then.
There are a large number of Fae. Hence the reason why I told you to go talk to our favorite redhead and get more information.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That reminds me, Hugo. A few days ago while you were out, is she Irish?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
She stopped by wanting something, but wouldn't tell me what.
Trouble. Irritation.
I just
Pestering.
give a side eye to Scarlet and I'm like,
That tends to be mainly towards when you and her talk, Scarlett. That's
Well,
thank
I
you.
did pick up a bit of that. She was rather
Was she?
annoyed by my offer of a reading.
Did she
Fine.
accept it or did she
She accepted it.
are you sure she was annoyed by the offer or by the results?
She scoffed at every result.
She scoffs
But,
at everything.
that sounds about right. Yeah. I mean,
Chrissy,
you get her the wrong kind of whiskey, she ends up scoffing at you.
Yeah. At this point, At this point, Chrissy pops her wings, so kind of pushes those around you, those around her back a little bit, and she takes a step towards Sydney. Takes his hands in hers. Basically, you guys.
What?
Adrian gets the feeling that she wasn't the center of attention for the center of attention had shifted from her, so she had to get it back to her. Listen, I can guarantee you're not the same. That our parents are not the same. And who knows?
Hey, Tinkerbell, put the wings away.
Courts. It might even cross courts. But that doesn't matter. It's that we stand
there's
together
court.
until we choose.
What are the courts?
The winter or the summer.
And why does that require you to hold his hands?
Just let her be.
I'm just trying to make sure that he understands. And then
Adrian's going to.
She does her wings, and then tries to hold on to one of his hands and turn around as if she's standing next to him, but still holding on to one of his hands.
I would really like that hand back, please.
What do you got? How do you guys react?
Right.
Adrian,
go ahead.
Is going to pause in the shuffling of her cards, which is kind of a nervous tick that she's got, and put a hand on the girl's shoulder, lean in close, and whisper, "You're trying just a little bit too hard. It's off-putting for some men."
Go ahead and give me an influence roll. I'll set the difficulty.
Can I make a roll to incidentally hear what she said?
You can make a notice roll, sure.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Cough, 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 throw a cop in there. Cough, cough, throw a cop in there.
My notice isn't particularly great.
And I continue the thing of rolling at least one one.
All right, yeah.
Hey, I got a 12 that time. Oh, I forgot my whatever.
I did see their message from earlier, and yeah, one of the die keeps rolling off screen.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a nice roll.
A better roll than
Good
Tom's.
job.
Yeah, by two.
By 2.
Nice.
She's trying to come across, so Adrian's trying to come across like a big sister, caring, she's trying to help Chrissy out, and that she's trying too hard, she's coming across too forceful, and you want to back it up if you want to garner any interest.
Okay.
But also help out Sydney by getting her to maybe back off just a bit.
She does and then kind of pops one of her bangs up a little bit. But she does let go of his hand. At that same second, though, she takes a half-inch shift a little bit closer to Sydney.
Well, he got his hand back.
But he has his hand back.
I'm going to do my base notice roll. I'm not throwing anything else into it. It's just social and the skill. So.
And cop.
I'm not even including cop. I'm way too distracted for that right now.
Fair enough.
She said something.
9.
Yeah, she said something that caused a change. You have no clue what. It's
the whispering in her ear was very obvious. The words themselves, not so much.
Yeah. All right, it's just going to register in Sydney's mind. Or just okay, she got her hand off of me. Thank you. Whatever you said, it worked. Although she is getting uncomfortably close.
Hugo's gonna see the wings on her and be like, "Hey, Tinkerbell, put them away. I still have regulars that walk by."
Put them away.
Okay.
She put them away when she did the shift roll when she was trying to turn and get it to be her and Sydney against the rest of you.
I'm gonna walk.
I need to do a relationship reading for Chrissy.
Okay. I'm gonna walk to the front of the store, flip the sign to close, lock the door, pull down the shades. Just so that if she decides to pop the wings again, I don't have randos giving me problems.
Scarlett's bored.
Hey,
She's
Hugo,
gonna
do you
be
know
annoyed.
where the drinks are?
We're giving drinks to minors now?
No,
No,
I'm getting one
we
for
are not
myself.
giving drinks to minors in my goddamn store. I like my business, thank you.
I was going to give one to me.
Oh.
You
I'll
know
get
where
it.
the bar is. You've been here enough.
Yep,
I'll
be
get
back.
it.
And I will
head
absolutely
off with Scarlett towards the bar.
and I'll
just to
absolutely
try to
look
get
at Chrissy and I'll be
distance from
like,
this Chrissy.
you are not
person.
having any. I do not extend the offer of guest rights to my alcohol to you.
Like I'd want any.
Uh-huh. Petulant teenager.
Hey, Chrissy.
Yeah.
You scoff at card reading. But would you like one? Perhaps a relationship reading? See what the universe has in store for your love life? I find it's a common ask amongst teenage girls. Just for fun.
Just sure. Why not? I'm kind of curious about it.
I'm gonna whisper to Sydney as we're walking over to the alcohol. Is like, the only thing I can tell you is don't make any deals with her.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is offensive to you, but they are tricky as hell. They're liars. Sorry.
I don't even identify enough with whatever this other half is to feel offended. So, thank you.
Yeah. In fact, if you want, we could just leave. If you're uncomfortable, we just go out the back. Unless you.
Well, I kind of want to figure out what kind it is that I'm half of. Is there a medical way to figure that out?
No, but I do hear you saying you'd like to spend more time with the teenage girl that's attracted to you. Is what I hear.
She's what?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Is that what all that was about?
Yeah. She's. Man. I know this is new for you, but when females touch your hands, just to hold them, it kind of agrees.
Right. All I felt was being uncomfortable. That's all I got from that.
Okay, well, drink your juice, and you can go back to your teenager.
I don't want to at this point, knowing that she's apparently. I feel really weird now.
Yeah.
I feel like I should go home and take a shower.
Yeah, I'm getting my phone. I've got some text messages.
Oh, don't worry. Card she's gonna pull is gonna be perfect.
If I hear Scarlett say anything about leaving, it's like, take the back door. I've got the front locked up.
She's just gonna pull her laptop out, sit at your counter, and start messaging doctor stuff.
Yeah, how about we focus on what you got going on, Scarlett, rather than what I got going on? Because I don't want to even think about it right now.
I mean,
things are going well.
What are we talking about, Sydney?
Well, you pulled open your computer and you were going to message.
Doctor stuff is what I said.
Exactly.
Doctor stuff. I'm not talking about.
Also a doctor.
Sydney, you're kind of nosy. You beat trolls.
Okay.
And you're nosy. Not a good combination.
Defended myself against a troll. Defended myself.
Fine, I'll tell you. There is this particular doctor named Kevin.
Yeah, you already mentioned it to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But it makes me uncomfortable.
Going well? Okay.
I've never met him in person.
Details.
I've met him in person.
Going well for you. Yeah.
He makes me not want to kill him. That's good. Yeah. I don't want to turn into a vampire, but he certainly doesn't know that I'm half vampire. That's for sure.
You don't need to tell me that. I'm not going to do anything, and as far as that goes.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's between you and him, right?
There's no really between me and him. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm going back to my doctor stuff.
That's fair. I was just trying to distract myself anyways.
Okay.
And he's just going to start sipping his drink.
Yeah. So Adrian's got Chrissy to sit down at the table. So
yeah.
What is she drawing?
So Adrienne does her whole rigmarole of having Chrissy shuffle the cards to impart her energy and centers herself, leads her through the breathing exercises that she has to clear the mind so that the reading is clearer. Fine, and she lays out the spread, just like fans the cards and has, Chrissy pick a card. She's just doing a single card reading for this one.
All right.
And
she reaches out and picks one.
Yeah, she turns it over, and it's the Hermit. For a relationship reading, it signifies you're not in a relationship, right? This would be pursuing a new...
Oh, I don't know, pursuing's the right word, but I mean, yeah, I got guys coming around all the time.
I'm sure. So the Hermit suggests that now might not be the best time to start a new relationship. It suggests that some more introspection might be necessary to become in tune with your inner self.
Oh, so I have to navel gaze now?
I would suggest some perhaps meditation, some personal journey might be required before a healthy relationship could begin.
Whatever.
If I may, Chrissy, as you are who you are, I feel some way about telling you this, but it will not stop me. My readings, I am not a mundane tarot reader. I am connected with the universe as a whole, and I see the ties that bind and connect everything together. That guides my readings. Now, relationship readings are different than perhaps asking about events in the future. Because they rely on individuals, and people, fey or mundane or anything else, are fickle. They don't always act in ways that the universe can predict, can see. So this is merely advice. It's nothing is set in stone. For you might meet Mr. Right, provided he exists, tomorrow, and thus the reading would change. But for now, the universe is suggesting that you look within yourself. You are young.
She gets an introspective look on her face for a minute. Well, I mean, I'm not looking for Mr. Right now anyways. Well, Mr. Right now would be good, but I'm not looking for Mr. Right because he...
I'm not even Mr. Right now, so...
the change... I mean, eventually I get to change. And that'll change everything. So
every action we take changes everything.
Yeah, but not like this. Not when I accept my heritage. Almost there. That's why I can pop the wings now, finally. Almost to that point. Just like he's almost to that point. Just has to touch that inner violence a little bit harder.
I am not certain that he wants to.
Oh, it's so good when you let go. He wants to. Immortality
is not a boon many would want. As I said, you were young.
Hugo will chime in as like, remember, the key part of your terminology is change. You have the choice. So there's no saying Sydney is going to choose to embrace his other half.
I think he'd be a fool if he didn't, but hey, you're right. That's the thing. That's all we have the choice. Our parents gave us the choice. He doesn't know who his parents are, does he?
He knows his mom, I believe. I don't think he knows his father.
Not the.
I'm gonna turn to Sydney and go, do you know who your parents are?
My mom.
Oh.
You don't know anything about your dad?
I mean, I think I have some memories of him, but honestly, they might be made up at this point. I didn't.
Was he a Red Sox fan or a Reds fan?
Oh, what?
Did he wear a belt?
A bell?
A belt.
Belt.
I mean, what kind of things do you remember?
Thing?
Yeah.
Well, not much now that you're asking me.
What? He wore no clothes?
I don't think I ever saw my dad like that. I don't think I want to remember my dad ever like that. You know, this has become a really weird conversation.
I guess I'm confused. What is it that you do know?
He had anger issues. That's really the main thing I remember.
What did Oh, that came out.
Have you had? Maybe Adrian can help you answer that question. I wouldn't ask Chrissy.
Would Adrian be able to figure that out?
How was your reading with her?
Cryptic, but
maybe Rio.
Correct, I guess.
What did Rio see? Why'd he freak out with you?
I would love to be able to figure out where he is and have that conversation with him, but
he like left town.
Even for an experienced police officer, he's very hard to track down.
Yeah, it's like he's in another country.
Is he? I didn't think about that one.
I think he went somewhere that's so beautiful and serene, wonderful, where the best people are from.
I feel like you're just making this up now.
Nope.
I feel like a fourth wall is being broken right now.
What? No. That wouldn't happen.
Fourth wall break.
The place you're describing, I don't think it exists.
That's like 16 walls.
I'm going to turn to Adrian. Adrian, can you help him find out who his parents are or his dad was? Hugo? Anyone?
I am not.
Okay. Scarlett, I know you don't like the answer I've already given Sydney on this, but the best person who could help him is, what, like a quarter mile, half a mile away from here? He owns a bookstore.
It's your life for me. If you want to deal with that, you go ahead.
I mean, I haven't been the one who's had issues, so
what?
I'm fine if you don't want to go, because you do seem to, clash heads with her.
Oh,
but
I'll go.
Please don't.
I'm not asking you to go with me. I'm just saying you don't have to.
Oh,
I'll be fine going and talking to her by myself. It's okay.
Now?
Well, this is all getting real heavy and serious, so she pops her wings.
I look at her again, and I don't care if I got the drapes drawn.
Just let her be. She's a teenager.
Please go. Just please leave.
She jumps up on a chair and somehow manages to flutter over to Sydney.
Oh no.
Sticks a slip of paper in his pocket, pats his chest.
Hey,
In your chest pocket.
Right.
Pats it, and then flies over to the door.
Lingers for half a moment, maybe.
You gonna let me out, Gramps?
I look around, looking for anybody.
He's very astute.
Hugo actually takes a moment. He's like looking for anybody old enough to be a grandfather.
How old is Hugo?
28.
Definitely
I'm
old
old.
enough for a teenager to call her Gramps.
Yes, I'm aware of that. That doesn't mean Hugo's going to acknowledge the statement as such.
I mean, to be fair, Sydney's 28, so it's a little
Charlotte's 35, but looks 30.
She's sitting there doing the teenager tapping of the foot, looking straight at Hugo. You
I'm
gonna
like,
keep me in here? Can I leave?
You're a guest. You can leave whenever you want.
The
Not
door
shooting
is locked
kids.
from the inside, not the outside, dear. Deadbolts
Wow.
turn to the left.
She
Adrian
There's
just
another one.
smiles sweetly.
she does another one of those, exhales and picks up something off the shelf and uses it to turn the knob. And leave the place.
And more than likely, my knobs are the doorknobs and stuff are brass. But okay.
superstitious, maybe.
Well, that was a lot.
And then she walks out.
Teenagers.
How long were we talking to Chrissy? Has Scarlett healed?
The real thing she's concerned about.
That's all Scarlett cares about.
You are you're down to a D6.
Thank you.
What just happened?
Can I lose my pickpocketed, or is there more things I should be patting myself down for?
Oh, let me.
Are you visibly patting yourself down?
No, I'm asking the GM.
Okay. All right.
It's like, you're not on fire, Hugo.
Yeah.
No, but we had somebody who was very light-fingered in the store.
True.
Yeah.
I
well,
mean,
I mean,
technically,
if he
Adrian's
was,
also
Sydney
in the
would
store.
probably start doing it and be like, "Wait, what? Oh, that's a good point." Try to see if I got pickpocketed anyway.
You left with more things in your pocket.
If you
I wanted,
want my advice, Sydney,
change my name.
don't
Maybe
let yourself
get
be caught.
plastic surgery. What?
Don't. If at all possible, I would recommend not being alone with that one at any time. Teenage girls are
Weird.
I'll actually look at him. It's like,
word.
I don't think I should have to say this to you, but 16 gets you 20.
She's 17.
Hugo, that was weird. Why would you say something like that? That's not an appropriate thing to say. God.
I knew what he meant though. And he's just going to take the little piece of paper out of his pocket and put it in what's left of his drink. Be like, that drink's not strong enough anyways. I do know somebody who has probably stronger things. I'll see you guys later. And he's just going to go to leave and head over to Caceres.
Okay. All right. Dashing and daring and notice and caring. That's what Sydney is for going to see Kazir. And folks,
I guess that's accurate. Maybe.
All right, so thank you for sticking around. Hopefully that did come through okay. When we last left for the 10-minute break that stretched to 15, the Sydney was walking. Actually, at this point, it could be a walk. Was walking to see Kazare and walked past a liquor store. Made it just to the restaurant next door and then turned around and went back to the liquor store.
Like, wait a minute. Nope, this will be a good idea. Head on into the store.
What can I get for you?
Where's your whiskeys?
Well, the top shelf stuff is right over there.
Mm-hmm.
The average stuff is second aisle in the back from the left.
I'm gonna go to the top stuff, and I'll just start walking over in that direction.
Okay. All right. You can get a selection of
I'll just get at least 3 or so different bottles or something, because I have no idea what Cassare likes.
Okay.
She's probably told me on multiple occasions a very specific kind she likes. I have no idea what it is still anymore.
Go ahead and give me a memory roll.
Oh, okay. What would that be? Mental?
Double mental?
That would be mental. Actually, I'm going to make it it would be social and no.
Social and no. So I almost feel like that is worse than double mental.
Yes, it is. I kind of figure it's worse than.
Well, it's a D8 and a D4 rather than 2D6. So whatever that math ends up being, probably.
Well, I mean, I didn't set the bar too high for you.
Well, that's good.
I think it averages about the same.
Oh,
Well, I got a 5.
Okay.
So
With a 1.
yeah. Is that the same thing you got?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So, yeah. So you
Not too bad. Although, what do I have for the 1 from that?
you have a plot point.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I'll take it.
And a complication.
Yeah. Okay. So, did my memory work in what
You
likes?
you definitely got three whiskey types
Mm-hmm.
that she likes.
Oh, good. Good.
So give me 2
Sydney
seconds.
himself might not actually realize it at this point that he's gotten the right collection. But that's awesome that he did.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go and check out with those 3, and ask him to bag it up in a nice durable bag that I can walk with.
Okay. No, sound. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Nice choices.
Thanks. I hope they're right. I'm just gonna walk out as I say that, and start
Okay.
heading over towards Cassiers.
All right. It's not that far of a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You get there without an issue. You do feel some eyes upon you as you walk up.
Oh shit.
Sydney
does that.
It's the crows. It's fine.
Yeah, the ravens.
Ravens.
You hear a call from the ravens.
A bond with those ravens.
I'm just gonna
Don't you
look up
touch my ravens.
towards one of them and be like, I really hope you're the only eyes that are on me right now, and go to try to head in.
All right, you're able to walk in.
Is she at the counter, or is there a counter?
Yeah, there's a counter.
Okay.
I
thought there was.
And she's behind it.
Okay. I'll just walk in and hold up the bag with 3 bottles in it.
But it's been a while.
Yeah, it definitely has. I couldn't quite remember which one was your favorite, so I just got the 3 that looked about right.
All right, well, let's see them. What'd you bring me?
Just hand her the bag with all 3 bottles in it.
So she pulls out the bottles, looks at the first one. All right. And the second one. Oh, good choice. And the third one, she pulls it out and stops for a second.
Is that a good pause, or?
The expression on her face is somewhat unreadable for a moment. And she kind of just like tilts her head, quirks an eyebrow. So, you don't actually pay attention when I speak, do you?
I try to, but to be fair, it's the same thing I try with everybody, and my memory is not the best.
All right. Well, you've remembered the bottle, the brands, the kinds that I like. So for future reference, this one right here, the one that she put gesturing at the third one, obviously. So you remembered this one because that's the one that Mike gets me when we go out on dates. That's what we drink then.
Okay. Well, that's good then, right?
It is good, yes.
Good. Okay.
Just right. All right.
Yes. I knew I remembered these for a specific reason, at least.
Yes, you did.
That's the least.
So,
so
what you playing me with alcohol for?
Because I need I need to essentially pick your brain on a couple things.
All right.
Apparently, I am half Fae.
All right.
And I still am not sure exactly what that means, or what half that is. All I know is it's one that doesn't have wings. That's all I know so far.
All right. I suppose that narrows it down a bit.
At least I don't think I have wings. I've never thought about it.
If you're only just now coming to this realization, it might be a little hard to know.
Yeah.
If you do or will or could.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what, I guess, information would help figure it out?
Well, let's start with what has brought this to mind that has made you think that you're half Fae?
Well, I got a reading recently from this woman named Adrian.
Yeah, met her.
Which, I mean, she mentioned his whole like shadow self, and I figured it was just about my anger issues and everything. But then in the same day, which is today, an actual Fae like with wings came in and confirmed that I was somehow part of whatever community that is.
So there's a community of changelings in this area?
I guess. And from what Hugo found and Adrian and whatnot, that it seems to be correct.
Okay.
I guess on my dad's side that I'm...
All right. So... let's start with... so if you think it's your father, it'd be helpful to know which... Do you remember him at all?
Not much.
Which do you remember that stands out?
I'm pretty sure that's where my anger issues come from. But
okay, the
really
anger.
All I remember
that's
of him is. Yeah.
All right. So not a friendly Fae.
Is that bad?
It's a start. So what else have you started? I assume if Adrian. So you share the anger. Is there anything else that you've been noticing about yourself that doesn't? I assume it would probably feel foreign. I haven't actually spoken to any changelings, so I'm not sure. She's as Adrian's speaking, she's like left behind the counter and she started like walking to a spot in the bookstore and she's like looking for a certain book.
Are there any that can knock out or kill a troll with their bare hands?
Probably a fair few if I had to guess. So there's the anger issues.
It might be one of those.
All right, so we've got anger, a very strong.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's still pretty. That's still rather broad.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've been working out quite a bit recently, but apparently I took out a troll, and I don't know. I just thought I was fighting someone twice my size. So.
You did that. You.
Did you hear about that too?
No, but you took out a troll. You did.
I think they said it was a summer troll eventually. I think I found that out.
All right.
Not sure though, because this whole summer winter thing has really got me confused. I don't know what any of that means.
It's different types of fae.
Okay.
Like the northern southern Ireland split. So
that actually makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Kassira's like rifling through books and she's trying to find I'm assuming she's got at least a couple different references on types of fae. And so she's taking the information that he's giving her and she's going to like cross the different books and and start like asking narrowing questions like I don't know near as much as I would like about types of fae personally. So she's gonna start like asking narrowing questions about have you felt XYZ type of emotion or some sort of way, and she's gonna start trying to narrow down what type of fae. I don't know.
My anger has been described as a kind of hunger, but I mean, I guess I never really saw it that way. Does that have anything to do with any of this?
Hunger. That might help narrow it down. Is there any like particular type of hunger, like your hunger for? Is it just simply hunger for violence, or like blood, or the effects of you feel like killing people on the regular?
Ava?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a notice roll.
Alrighty. I think I have my stats somewhere.
And I think with that question, Sydney's going to be like, I feel like I could use a drink, actually.
Oh, yeah. Let me, Kassira will, so she's, anytime you visited since, the whole issue at the apple orchard, she's using that staff that Mike gave her as a walking stick because of the injury to her leg. And so she'll thump her way to the kitchen and get glasses. But let me roll the notice. Mental 12, notice 10. Oh, to have a detail 12 mental again. I don't even remember what Kassir's things were anymore, so I'm not gonna bother. 17. Yeah. Oh, that D12 is so nice. I miss it.
Okay, that's pretty easy. Considering that before you pick up the glass and you spot a note, and it says,
I carry that glass.
Ask him what he did. Ask him what he does with the blood.
Okay.
All right.
I almost thought it was that exact same glass I put what's her name.
It's just one of my glasses.
That would have been so
it's
weird.
not Sydney's handwriting.
Right, yeah. This is, yeah.
So, like, the note is where? Where did I find it?
Note
Like, as
is
I'm...
underneath the glass.
Who the hell's been in my shop?
Well, it's a kitchen. You don't. It's the kitchen. It's kind of when people are there. You're not that particular about who goes. As long as you know the person, you let them go in, and you know.
She's gonna be like, as she like. All right, set that aside, and she's pouring the drinks.
You can pour mine however you have yours normally.
Yeah, and she'll
Well, that's fair. I mean, Kassir's about half Sydney's body weight, but she's Irish. So
Exactly.
Yeah, so she'll pour whatever. I'm not a drinker.
Irish, but not anywhere near where Kassir is at all.
He's not Irish.
Yeah, exactly. He's a typical like American with like maybe a little part of him's from Ireland, but not really much of anything.
So yeah, Kassir will come back with the drinks. She's got him. It's a little hard to carry 2 drinks when you're using a walking stick, so she's got a tray that she uses.
Yeah, I can help, especially if I see you using a walking stick. I'll definitely help.
Yeah, so she'll pass him his drink, and then they'll kind of, I assume, return to like the table where she's got a couple different reference books spread out.
Oh,
and
man,
so she'll let him get a drink in first.
He's probably going to try to at least have half of the glass before he continue.
Oh, she would make sure that the bottle was brought with, just in case. And she'll ask, let him get a drink or 2 in, kind of flip through a book, a couple pages, and this might be a bit of an off-putting question, but what is it that you do with the blood, if anything?
Yeah, I was worried that had something.
Give me a I would have to say probably it is a mental and focus roll.
For who?
That would be for Sydney with the thought that just flashes through his head.
Oh no.
That
does not make me feel the best.
Yeah.
That's a mental of a D6. Focus is at least a D8.
Hey.
That is not a good pool I'm rolling against. I only heard it.
What are you talking about?
But I don't like it.
You just got to beat a 13, and there's a 1 there, so you can get a buy down a complication.
Yeah. Can I throw law enforcement into this if it's trying to get me to do anything that I don't want to do?
It's not really anything you don't want to do. It's more how you control it when you get this flash of something in your head.
Crap. All right, I'm just going to roll this.
Hey! It's a 12.
Wow.
So close.
Are you satisfied with that roll?
Not as you say that.
Well, you missed it by 1.
I do have some plot points, but I don't really know what they can help me with right now because I don't have any polka dies. So.
Give me half a second.
Okay.
Give me half a second. Why are my channel?
You giving me?
You feel the whiskey hit your nostrils.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
As you get this impression, as you get this flash.
Then he just got a polka die given to him.
Soaking your clothing in blood. Every chance you get it just hits you one after the other. Every instance where there's a pool of blood, you smearing your clothing with it.
That's normal.
And you have
all
to
the times I've kept said clothing without washing it afterwards.
Yeah, you look down at the red shirt that you're wearing right now. And I think that's a perfect time to switch.
I did wear it for a reason.
Back to the shop. Scarlet.
Yes.
Boy.
you get a phone call.
Do I take it?
Well, it comes up as Kevin.
Oh, Dr. Scarlett McReynolds.
Okay. I would like to take this one GM aside for a second. I would like to take a moment to apologize to all those of Irish descent, all those of Irish descent, all those of Scottish and English descent, because it's reasonably close to Ireland. For what I'm about to do to the accent. I'm also going to apologize to anyone who actually does an Irish accent well, except for Ava, because this is her fault. I have to do this accent.
For anybody who would like to send their comments, feedback, critiques, it is producer@remulturnus.com.
Yes.
Also, I would like to point out, if you go back and listen to the first couple episodes, the first probably 12 episodes of this show, my Irish was horrible. It was the worst. So.
No, I'm sure I can make a worse one because I haven't practiced.
I know I've done one before, but I don't feel confident in any of them. So go ahead, Tom. It's fine.
I have a hard enough time with English.
You have a hard enough time with American.
Right?
Oh.
See, I can actually do a decent. I think I actually do a decent New Orleans. I do a better New Orleans than
a good Creole, essentially.
No. Creole is different than New Orleans.
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Andy, I don't know these things.
Andy, you and I had a discussion about the difference between country and southern in accents before.
I know. And again, I don't know these things. I
at least do it better than a decent number of the cast of NCIS New Orleans. So
well, yeah.
I'm not setting the bar too high. Yeah, I realize that. It's kind of like saying I do a better English accent than Kevin Costner. Okay, so now that I've trashed,
now that we're finished insulting people,
right?
Oh, we've got room for more, but continue.
People, but
I mean, to be fair, if we hear from Kevin Costner, that's going to be pretty awesome.
Hi, lass. How are things going for you?
I wish I could explain my day. It's been long. Very long. How's your day been?
Well, long. Actually, long is a good word for it. Yeah, long is an excellent word for it, as I've been traveling against the earth. So everywhere I go, it's still the same time.
Are you not in Ireland at the moment?
No, the research has taken me to a couple different parts of the world.
That's exciting. Where are you?
I honestly can't say right now.
Oh.
I mean, I could say, but I'm not supposed to say. But I'm calling because as it turns out, it will be faster to fly back across through the states. And I thought maybe it would be good to stop into Albany and compare some notes, especially about some of the materials I just found.
Sure.
If you would be available.
Guard's going to slowly start sweating, and she's pacing the shop. Yes, just that would be fine. In the daytime.
Well, I haven't made my I haven't done the itinerary yet, but yes, I figured we'd be able to. Yeah, I figured we'd be able to see each other during the daytime. That's it. That's it. Day. Yeah.
Daytime's great. Do you just want to come to the hospital so we can discuss just the research?
Oh, lass, I thought it'd be. Believe me, I've been in enough hospitals. Thought it would be It would be it would be a good idea. It would be nice to it'd be a good idea to get out of the hospital, different perspective on things a bit.
So she's still injured, right? So
Yes.
she is like, and Hugo's right there. So she's looking at Hugo and is like,
Hugo's got a smug look on his face. He's not. He can tell that this is not the conversation she wanted to have, and he kind of gets what's going on.
and,
Adrian is doing just a soothe on her emotions, like, please calm down.
which she'll
I don't
appreciate
want to feel
later
this.
because she's like now profusely sweating, and she looks at Hugo and says, "Hot in here, it's hot in here." That's fine.
No, it's just the guy on the other line.
I'll look at Adrian. If I see she's getting a little uncomfortable, it's like, if you need to step outside, I got this.
I'm fine right now.
That's fine. There is. We can't go there because people might know me. There's a restaurant.
Yes.
I'm all right. It's just been a long day. I've done some drinking. Yes, I'll find a restaurant and I'll send you the information.
I don't know when we're. I don't know for sure when I'm hitting town, but I will. I'll let you know. I just didn't want to just send this on a text. Thought that would be too Yeah, I thought it'd be rude.
Thank you for the phone call. I'm sure I will message you later. Enjoy your trip. And she's and she's gonna look at you. Go, what?
Got two things on the counter. This one's to calm your nerves. This one's if you need things to get spicy.
What? Wait a minute. I'm not nervous. I don't get nervous. You remember who I am?
We have an empath in the room, Scarlett.
I was in complete control. Did you see?
Yeah. Pacing nervously, looking back at me, and scheduling some research time.
Oh, man.
Hugo, listen, this doesn't happen to me. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm sick. Do you have anything for this? I think I'm
sick.
I think we figured
Shut
this
up,
out
Adrian.
in a previous session. This is what emotions feel like.
Right.
I'll pull out a second bottle of
the same
calm.
thing I think Sydney ran into.
The second bottle of the calm the nerves.
She's gonna grab the scotch. I'm going over here.
No. Scotch. Not allowed.
Okay. At this moment, the door bursts open.
That's impressive. It was locked. Oh no, I didn't lock it after Chrissy left. That's right.
No. Bursts open, and
do it.
A
Kevin!
lanky young man runs in a hospital gown.
Why do they all come?
Sees.
Been asking that question for a while now.
Sees Adrian there and runs over and goes, oh, "Thank God you're here. Listen, I need you to marry me." Oh wait, no, actually, no, yeah. I see Scarlett and runs over to Scarlett. I go, I need you to marry me, or at least be engaged. I just need somebody to be engaged.
Adrian is just going to like push hard on a dampen the emotions happening right now.
Okay, go ahead and give me a there. Hugo, it's Matthew.
As in my what apparently is my apprentice Matthew?
Yes, your apprentice Matthew.
Didn't I treat him in the hospital?
Yes, you did. Yes,
so I would know him. Yeah.
Yeah, you would know him.
All right, Matthew, look at me.
Okay, go ahead.
Resolve Adrian's first, and then we'll do the.
Oh wow. Okay.
Demanding voice of Hugo.
Continue my ones streak.
Bummer.
And I continue beating you by 1.
Whoa.
Nice.
With Adrian, anyway.
Can I buy off my injured
Yes, you can.
if someone's so needs
Yeah,
it?
you're fine.
Technically, I am still injured. Oh. I don't even remember what that injury was, to be honest.
Oh, it was from the tentacle monster, the Hydra.
Yeah, don't call it that, please.
Boss, you gotta help me.
Calm yourself.
All right, I'll help you. I'll help you. Here,
Matthew.
here.
First off, you want to get him to sit down because
Yes,
the
sit
hospital
down.
gown that doesn't have a back.
Awesome. Yeah, I will. Matthew, come back here. Come around the counter. Come around the counter. Come to the back. We'll sit you down. I spray a blanket on the chair I've got back there that I use for like reading, and it's like, here, come sit down on the chair.
They're gonna. I mean, they wouldn't take no for an answer.
Who's they?
The family.
Wait, hold on. What was the
Scarlett's just gonna come over and feel his forehead.
His heart is racing. I mean, Scarlett can just tell that from looking at him. That his heart is racing. He's scared. He doesn't seem to be feverish. Just has gotten a huge scare.
Hugo, he's freaking out. His heart is racing.
Yeah. Go get me one of the bottles of the calm your nerves and get set out for you.
Yep.
I mean, it just wouldn't. I lied.
Matthew, look at me.
I had to go.
Look at me.
What?
Adrian's going to lock the front door, close and lock it so that whatever is following him does not burst in like he does, at least. We'll have a bit of warning.
All right, Matthew. Start from the beginning. Who showed up? Just start with that. Answer that question. Who showed up?
I don't remember. I don't remember the family name. They told me what it was, but I can't remember it.
So not your family.
No, not my family. It was somebody who was here that day. And I thought they were just coming in to thank me. So many people have come in to thank me. I just didn't feel right.
All right.
But they come in to thank me, and
all right, so they showed up to you at the hospital where you had been recovering from the shit that happened.
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Yes.
You should be able to get the visitors' logs, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Now, Matthew.
All right. Matthew, this is Adrian. Before she goes further, this is Adrian. She's safe.
He helped. I was here that day, Hugo.
Yes, but he was not in a state to possibly remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was working here before that day.
I couldn't. How could I forget somebody like? Oh yeah,
Adrian wasn't working for Hugo before then.
Hugo was gone.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Adrian will take his hand. It's more effective if I'm touching him. Just help calm him.
Well, they started going on about all these rules about, when you do something, it has effects. It has further effects, and about combining best qualities and life deaths and I mean, I don't even remember that the girl was here that day.
What girl?
I remember that you were here that day. He looks at Adrian, but I don't remember her. But they tell him she was here.
Can you describe her?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's platinum hair, big blue eyes. She's got big. She's got no. I mean, she's shapely. I mean, I would think I'd remember her. She's a knockout. But and you know, that's then they said that, you know, I was that, you know, they were asking me about if I had a girlfriend or anything, and that, you know, about, you know, uh, uh betrothing her to me, and because of what I did, and I stammered that I had a wife, and I ran.
So you're married?
No.
Oh, you said you had a wife.
Well, no, I have a wife.
He lied to get away.
Yeah. Scarlett, you are able to call and get the. Well, first off, yeah, you call and ask about him.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh wow, I didn't know they contacted you. Yeah, he bolted out of here. We're trying to find him now. Security's tearing apart the hospital.
But did anyone come to see him in his room?
Yeah, somebody did, but they're not on the visitors log.
Of course they're not.
I know they went. I know they came to see him.
Can I talk to the nurse that's on duty on that floor? I just want to get a description.
Well, yeah.
Did you see her?
Yeah, I saw. Well, they kind of. Well, I mean, they kind of stuck out. It was a strange combination. One was maybe early 20s. Pure platinum yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Pure platinum blonde hair, striking blue eyes that just kind of reached out across you from the room, and just a voluptuous model figure.
Okay. And there were two of them? Or just her?
Well, I mean, she's the only one that fit that. The other one was an older woman. Heavy set, wearing a shawl, little bent over, very wrinkled face. Must have been the girl's grandmother. I mean, couldn't have been the mother. There was too much age difference.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
Yeah, how'd you find out he was gone?
Someone at the hospital had said something.
Okay.
If I hear anything, I will call and let you know.
Thank you. We're kind of worried about him.
Okay.
I mean, he was almost ready to be discharged, and then he runs out of here screaming about having a wife. Which we checked his chart, he doesn't.
So,
okay.
Adrian is going to make the offer of playing at being a girlfriend or fiance or something. I can.
The feeling of gratitude rolls over. Is almost over. Actually, I'm going to need a focus roll to not be overwhelmed by
mental or social.
Social.
Oh, thank God.
Let me do the roll against you. The roll you're against. And there's that one again.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those ones are healthy and robust.
Yeah.
Shapely.
I'll just leave it as is.
Does anybody else want to use that one? I'm tempted.
No, I'm good.
12 versus your 7. I'll take that polka die.
I think I'm gonna get rid of my injured now.
That's what, a
That would
D8
be
polka die?
Yes. The highest I rolled was a D8.
Right.
Can Scarlet... Oh, wait. Is she still doing something? Is Ava still doing something?
Not actively. That was to keep from being bowled over by his emotions.
Can Scarlet try and open her third eye to see if there's anything on him?
Sure.
So just mental and third eye, right?
Yes.
Like how I don't think I've actually used my third eye much, if ever.
Let me set to the difficulty for you.
Come on, 1.
You don't have any complications. I'm not gonna be rolling that many dice.
Hey, there's a 1.
That's good.
Oh wait, that's the old roll.
Yeah. There's a 2 and a 6. Hey, I broke the one. Thank you, Scar. Thank you.
Broke the one
Christina.
streak.
I broke the one streak with you.
Great. Okay. Third eye is a 10. Yes. Okay, ready?
Go ahead and hit me with it. Oof.
I can't see it.
It's a 15.
15.
Oh no!
You get a D8 polka die.
Gosh, that's such a bummer.
You can tell he's a minor practitioner. I mean, he'd never had the juice for the white council, but he was kind of like what Hugo used to be and what Adrian is now.
Okay.
As far as he probably can excel in one area.
And I don't know if I'm remembering this right, in the Dresden universe, would there be like a residual Fae interaction type something around him?
If they cast magic on him, yes. If they'd hit him with glamours or anything like that, yes. He doesn't have any of that.
You're barked up the wrong supernatural creature.
Yeah. The only actually, to be honest, the only thing that kind of clings to him is Adrian.
Wow, she just said she'd be his.
I am actively soothing his emotions. Calm down, Hugo.
I was gonna say she just said she'd be his girlfriend, and now she's clinging to him.
It's like
He's got a van.
It's my magic.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Chicken.
Yeah, no. Otherwise,
I love it.
there's nothing else that you're positive of it. You've got a good solid look at him. You're positive of it. You honestly can see like some lingers of him on the rings in the floor.
That makes sense.
If you go shop.
Okay.
He's got. Yeah, he's definitely left a solid imprint here. And now that you look at it a little bit, he's even left one on the wards. The limited wards that Hugo had.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually kind of strange considering he's completely untrained.
Right.
We haven't gotten to that part yet. The training is coming.
But Scarlet would have known, right, about him being a minor practitioner because I treated him after
Yes, you
the
did.
incident in his shop.
Yes, you did. You did know he was a minor practitioner, but he wasn't hired. I mean, you know the story about him. He's now magically, Hugo's apprentice. He was never Hugo's apprentice. He happened to be a stupid college student that, Hugo hired because he needed a warm body to sit out front.
Right.
Hey. And a moderately intelligent warm body, thank you.
Okay, that's fair. You're right. It was a... Okay.
She's just gonna lean over and say to Hugo, how much do you know about Mike? Like, she'll just relay what you said to me.
Matthew, not Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike's Kassir's boyfriend.
God, no. The plot cannot tangle further around Kassir. It's just not happening.
Why not?
I love it.
Because
he's like, it's almost like he exploded and is stuck to your floor and your wards and
that. Okay, first, poor choice of words, but second, anybody who casts magic leaves a trace behind it, much in the same way. If Hollywood isn't lying, a surgeon can tell what another surgeon's technique and style.
Right. I have worked with the council, so I know this. I'm just making a point that it seems to be a little bit stronger than it should for an apprentice.
Okay. The apprentice was given to me by frickin' Alma. It's not something that I ever, agreed to, and I haven't had a chance to really talk to him about this yet because, he's been in the hospital.
The one thing that you both, because of the sheer savagery of the attack that happened here and his actions during it, in the same way that the first time somebody uses magic, it taints them for the rest of their life. His really use, the first time he really tapped into his magic, he was protecting innocence. So that, in the same way that in the Dresden Files universe, Molly is always going to have that
dark edge,
that dark edge to her. Matthew's got a white knight edge to him because the first time he taxed his magic was making sure kids didn't get hurt, making sure that innocents were protected by some of the from something incredibly nasty. And there's also the fact of that a lot of his, this, Scarlett, from just how little blood he had when he was brought into the hospital. Mm-hmm. A lot of his blood was spilled in this building protecting those innocents.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, Hugo was just trying to get Hugo was just trying to get the place cleaned up so that the authorities didn't get involved. So he never really magically cleansed it.
Mm.
And because it really didn't have a bad edge to it.
And I don't pick up on anything else. My vampire's not irritated. None of that.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Whatever they were talking to him about, they didn't put any kind of compulsion or anything on him. They were honestly just, they just talked to him. They didn't put any tracking on him, any kind of compulsion or any kind of life drain or anything on him. He seems, with the exception, and now that he's calming down, he's better. He seems as healthy as the last time you saw him. Now that his, heart rate is not going 400, not going 180 beats a minute.
Right. Because he was still unconscious, right? Until now. No,
he was waking up, about getting ready to. He wasn't that far away from being discharged.
Oh, okay.
Because it'd been a few months. Because Adrian had been in a coma, and woke up from it not that long ago.
Okay.
But I think that's actually a pretty good spot to stop for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had fun.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh, definitely.
And let's see what we got coming up. So, with the end of the cons, we are hitting
Our normal
Word.
rotation, if I recall.
Yep, we are. Tomorrow night we've got Shadowrun, 5e, the Chicago missions. Then Thursday night at 8 Central, we're gonna have another Warlocks Anonymous. We're gonna give Sarah one more week off.
Slacker.
Well, she's not home right now.
Yeah,
That's just excuses.
So we're gonna give her one more week off, and so Faye is gonna step up and GM another Warlocks Anonymous, and then Friday night for it.
Friday we have a special occurrence. Friday night we are doing Dresden Files Year in Review.
Oh yeah, that's this Friday.
Where the cast that you see here will be answering any and all questions you have about our experiences with the stream for the past almost year.
Good Lord.
Awesome.
Wow, you're right, because I started it right before Halloween.
And I'd like to point out how amazing we all are.
Yep.
We're always here.
We
love it.
I'll say us and Like Clockwork has been the two longest streams on this channel.
Yeah.
Sorry, longest streams with a dedicated, consistent cast.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Saturday mornings have gone. The Saturday morning ones have gone. They're technically the longest one, and those cast chains have been planned.
Yeah.
So it's been that. So, but okay. Yeah, you're right. I did not.
What time is Fridays?
It will be. The show will start at 8 p.m. Central. 9 p.m. Basically, roughly the same times as we do this here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same normal start time for us.
Awesome.
All right. So Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central. We've got Episodical's Descent into Avernus is back. They've gone through. Actually, they haven't gone through cast change. Well, they've gone through player changes. So come back and take a look, and you get to watch Derica make a kobold cute.
Oh.
Kobolds are adorable. What do you mean make them cute? Kobolds have been adorable for years.
They're kind of grumpy.
Ever since Deacon in Faerun is the most adorable freaking kobold ever.
See, I see him as something you hit with a shovel, but okay.
Yep.
Deacon is the best. He's a bard. How can you not love a bard kobold?
Would you like multiple answers or just one?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Deacon is the best.
Man.
I go back to the shovel, but hey, everybody it's the beautiful thing about role-playing games. Everybody gets to disagree. Except with the GM, because the GM is always right.
Yeah, then you get a know-it-all die. Because you're correct with the GM.
That always
all right.
well.
And then Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, we have Like Clockwork will be back. Where are they? Well, actually, I probably should do something to show where they're at. But they will be back. They will be doing the normal brand of silliness and drama in our steampunk, in our Codsworth Clockwork steampunk universe, and I think.
Which was a very big success according to our numbers at Origins.
Yes, the comic book sold very nicely. It was good. I'm not sure about the artwork, but yeah,
it's amazing. It's great. I have my copy.
That did very well, so we're happy about that. And just a heads up, keep an eye out. We will be having an Etsy store pop up soon. So the same stuff that we got at conventions, the same stuff we were selling at conventions will be available to those people who don't make it to the same convention as us. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. And I really don't want to know why they're talking about babies and chicken.
Because I'm talking about kobolds ate my babies.
Okay. That
racist against kobolds.
That doesn't make it any less disturbing, to be honest with you.
It's discrimination.
Yeah. Discrimination with a shovel. Okay. Unless anybody's got anything else.
I am playing a kobold right now in a game act. Be nice. And Beery could kick your ass.
You're not the
She's
boss
a
of me.
fighter.
I'm just...
I think that's as good a point as any to end it. So, folks, join us on Friday for more of this fun cast interaction.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
Good night, folks.